Hello, this is Tim Law with Planning Forward Coaching. Always encouraging your self-reliance and mental toughness. If you develop a marketable skill, chase that skill with a good work ethic. Always go the extra mile. Develop some good people and communication skills. You'll be amazed what you can accomplish in this country. A big thank you to over 600 people that have subscribed to this channel, Planning Forward Coaching. If you haven't already, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. I got a really neat guy here. Is an outstanding catcher for the Northeast Bobcat baseball team. Brinden Floyd. Brinden, welcome, and tell us a little bit about yourself there.
Thank you. I just want to say I started baseball because of my dad. He played baseball up to high school. He actually started playing softball, got me into baseball. I fell in love with the position catcher because I got to wear something no one else got to. So that's where I started. And, just went on from there. Just fell in love with it. Fell in love with the spot where you had to be the toughest. So I felt like that's where I could excel.
Yeah, no question there. And the catcher a lot of times has been looked at as far as the baseball scenario as base is pretty much the quarterback of the team as far as calling out a lot of signals and everything like that. So it's obviously is a very physical position, Brinden. How is that? I know you like the physical and everything. How's it treating your body so far, knees and so on and so forth? You're young, so I'm assuming okay.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have any problems with my knees yet, other than really loud cracking noises that everyone seems to say that's disgusting to hear, but there's no pain coming from it. So far I'm so healthy.
Right. Now, what is it about that position? You said it's one you've kind of fallen in love with. What is the reasons that you like it so much?
It's just the fact that I get to be a leader. I can see the whole field, have to be the toughest. I'm in the game the whole time and I don't have to worry about wandering off. So, I'm just always focused in the moment.
Sure. No, that makes a lot of sense. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to catch different pitchers. You've got a couple of pretty good guys there that you caught for last year that had Nate Toomey and Quinn that had those back-to-back no-hitters, which is just incredible. That's why we interviewed them last year because I had never heard of that happening before. So what's the difference between catching each one of those guys? And obviously Nate's a couple years older than Quinn, but how do you deal with both those guys?
Basically, I feel like it's more off the field. You got to get to know the guys, and then practice is basically bullpen. And you got to see what they like, what pitches they're most comfortable with, and just going from there.
Yeah.
As they're more comfortable, they get more comfortable with you, and just goes from there.
Sure. And what was it like to catch Nate? Because I know he could bring the heat pretty good, the low 90s, which is super impressive.
I really like catching Nate. He hit his spots very well. I didn't have to worry about blocking, which is always a plus for a catcher.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like catching curveballs. I like framing the low curveball, and he could put it right there every time. So
Sure.
I really like that.
Yeah. And how about Quinn?
Quinn, I really like catching Quinn. I caught Quinn ever since I was 8. We played Little League together. I always liked his two-seam fastball, and he's developing a really nice slider now, which we're probably going to go to a lot this year, and I really like that too.
Sure. And now, what are the perspectives for your guys' team this year as far as how does it look for you?
Well, I think we look pretty solid. We just got to come together as a team, basically what every team has to do, just team bonding, trust each other.
Yeah. And who do you think are going to be?
You can't just bring yourself down, because then when you bring yourself down, you bring everyone.
Sure. No, totally agree there. Who do you think are going to be the main pitchers this year, along with Quinn?
I would say Owen Wilhide. He's up there. Owen's going to be probably a nice little closer. Quinn, obviously, Nate Moser, Zach Bortner. I feel like our pitching staff's actually pretty good this year, so I'm pretty excited to see how that pans out.
Sure. How about your infield? How does that look?
Our infield looks pretty good. Quinn obviously really good at shortstop. Never can go wrong there. And I don't know quite sure where we're gonna put someone at second or third, but I really like Nate Moser at third. He seems to be more versatile, and not a lot of balls get by him. So I really
Okay.
like Nate.
All right. How about how do you feel as far as when you're up at bat? You feel pretty confident in the batter's box.
Yeah, most of these guys I played with either in travel or little league all my years up. So I feel like I just I'm just confident in my ability to play, and you know
Sure, sure. And as far as the school support and everything, how does that feel for you?
well, you cut out.
Oh, okay. Well,
What's
I'll say,
all?
yeah. Could you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Um, as far as the support from the school, how does that feel? Between the school and the parents and everything. How's that going?
I feel like the community is pretty good. I like coming into school, seeing announcements after we win, seeing my teacher's face, and I just like winning, and it just feels overall pretty good. So
Sure, sure. And as far as your coaches are concerned, how are they shaping up for you guys so far as the preseason work?
I feel like we're gelling pretty good. We're building nice little relationships. We got new coaches coming on. Jonah Latchell is coming back on. I think Ted Sartalis is going to be our hitting coach.
Hmm.
I believe John Hall will be back, and I feel like John Hall just uplifts the team with his jokes and stuff, and keeps
Hmm.
us like not so like in the game and stressed out. We just more loose and more
Yeah,
happy to be there, more fun,
sure,
basically.
sure. And what as far as I always like to ask you guys, I've been around a little bit there. What advice would you give to any young and upcoming baseball kids?
I would just say to them to just be overconfident. You can't be too confident at yourself. If you get up to the box, just be overly confident, because you baseball is a failing game. You can fail 7 times out of 3 times and still be in the Hall of Fame.
Hmm.
So just be overly confident, trust your ability to play, and you'll do fine.
Sure, sure. And as far as we obviously talk about like a work ethic and everything. Um, how would you encourage younger people as far as that's concerned? Because you just can't do it just thinking about it. You've got to get the muscle memory and everything. How would you tell younger kids about that as far as that work ethic?
I would say like yeah, I would find someone that can push you. Like I say Quinn, me and Quinn go to the gym together, and we push each other to be better in the gym.
Hmm.
Uh, Setting each other's like records and being like, oh, I'm gonna beat your record, or he's gonna beat my record. So like we're constantly one upping each other, which causes us to get better and better and better. So I would
Sure.
say just find someone that can push you.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. Uh, well, this has been really good. Any last second thoughts before we kind of close? And can you hang for a minute when we do get finished?
Yes, sir. I just want to say thank you for letting me come on an interview. I really appreciate it.
Well, we certainly like to, do the presentation with the wonderful Bobcat Nation. That's for sure. And we've got so many great student athletes, people that are get involved with the plays. The extracurricular marching band, chorus, orchestra, and everything like that. It's just such a great group of people, and within the school. And athletics is certainly a big part of it. That's for sure. So, well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And just please hang for a minute or so, okay?
Sure, will.
Thank you.